Hey guys, so here bringing you another video. Now welcome back to another high rating spectate. Today we're watching Vayne. So Vayne is, as we all probably know, one of the most mechanically reliant champions in League, and it's not really like, you know, skill shot mechanics, it's more positional mechanics. So it's you controlling your character well, and also obviously auto attacking at the right time and mixing in movement with auto attacks. So this match we're watching the player SOLOQ. The player themselves is in Master Tier and is a Vayne main, with 79 games of Vayne with a 70% win rate. The next champion is Kai'Sa, 40 games, 57% win rate. So very good Vayne player. It looks to be this is someone's Smurf account. I don't think, you know, the account itself has got about 200 matches played. To be in Master, that's quite low. So I would imagine this is some type of Smurf. Maybe it's a challenger player, obviously. But yeah, we should have fun. Obviously, Vayne Thresh, quite a good lane. What did we mention earlier? Vayne's about positioning and stuff. What can Thresh do? Thresh can help with positioning quite a lot. The Lantern can sometimes be clutch for a Vayne to reposition here or there. So the enemy has the Twitch that's going maybe AP. I think most people have kind of agreed that AD seems to be now better overall. Nice ward take, actually, by red team. Galio starting level 1. Flay by Thresh gets taunted, but nothing major comes of it so far. But you got an Annie, so you know, reminding this is a master to grandmaster level game. Yeah, there's an Annie in mid lane, and that's kind of, again, a big thing for me. Annie, although a basic champion, sometimes doesn't feel like a basic champion, because like a champion like, oh, good hook into the tower, into the Flay, they're going all in. Sloppy play by the Galio, to be honest. Level 2 hit, and now they're going all in on the Twitch. He's going to have to burn Flash. He actually mucks up that Flash, but he's probably going to survive in the end. So, cocky play by the Galio. Going too close to the tower. Nice play by Thresh. Unfortunately, Vayne didn't get the kill, but, you know, regardless, it's not bad overall. Also worth knowing, Vayne has taken Cleanse, not Heal. This is a certain thing that I will say. Cleanse is good, especially on a Vayne that's a low-range AD carry. Because one of two things. One, if I'm not mistaken, Cleanse can get rid of the Twitch poisons. So if he's AP, his poison is kind of a big part of his damage. She can cleanse that. Secondly, the Galio taunt. So Galio taunt, Annie stun if she doesn't get one shot. Having that cleanse to get out of that CC also is very important for a Vayne. The game itself worth knowing. Again, some interesting picks for a high-level match. There's Singed in top lane. Again, Annie in mid lane. So it does show you can practically play anything and be high rating. A lot of people still, I think, have that mentality of going, oh, I'll never be a high rating player. I'm a Singed player. I'm an Annie player. You see these picks in high rating. It's not the champion that's holding you back. It's player is more important than champion. 99% of the time. Right, Thresh might be looking aggro. Hits a nice hook. Galio, nice sidestep by the Vayne. Lantern to get extra damage. Oh my god, condemn into the flash auto from Thresh, and Thresh gets another kill. So these are the type of instances that the first kill, that's unfortunate that Vayne didn't get that one. I think the Ignite may have got it. But that's the type of kill that Vayne will not care about Thresh getting, because Vayne wasn't going to get it. Like, that only works because Vayne flashed. So that's really good. Anyway, Vayne pushing in. She'll probably go back very soon. You know, winning lane early has got, what, 13 to 1400 gold. Kayn in the area, doing a bit maybe of counter jungling. And that will be that. So far, a great start for a Vayne lane. Obviously, Galio, Twitch, does that lane go together? I mean, it's not bad. It's not a bad lane. I just think, again, Twitch is as just naturally the champion. Obviously, worth knowing, I'm not a fan of the champion. I think people know that. But Twitch is a very hit or miss champion. You'll either do pretty damn good or you'll probably do pretty damn bad. That is the way of Twitch. So, yeah, nice start. Thresh, by the way, rushing mobility boots. Maybe having that roam mentality of, we're winning bot lane, I can go roam now. And that will be good. You do obviously have to be careful of over-roaming. Oh, that hook. He was expecting the flash. You don't want to over-roam as a Thresh, leaving your Vayne by her. So look at that Zac damage, by the way. Level 5 Zac, no AP, absolutely nuts. Twitch, for some reason, the mid lane. Again, not crazy surprising, because Twitch is a lot of time give up in bot lane or try to run mid to, like, cheesy kill. But that's overall okay. And Vayne is just going to sit and freeze it here. So not bad. Again, yeah, thank you, Rez, for the idea to do the spectate. Appreciate it, my dude. I normally don't live stream these. I am live streaming it right now. They're finding the Zac. He's trying to get away, but he's walked straight into a Singed. And in this whole time, what is Vayne doing? Vayne's just chilling in bot lane. She's not going to hyper push it. She's potentially in a 2v1 right now. It's very likely that Galio was in these bushes, so you have to be careful. And a big wave is slowly building. So what you'll probably find is when actually, again, not surprisingly, the enemy team are looking for aggressive plays here. They kind of have to. But when Thresh gets back with this big minion wave, I would expect then Vayne to start pushing it, unless Twitch out stops the push. He might stop the push. We'll see. Vayne doing a little bit extra damage, which is always nice. I don't want the directed camera to go on. Thank you very much, game. So maxing W, by the way, the Vayne. There are two obviously different variants of the Vayne. Always has been max Q or max W. Maxing Q, I would say, is arguably better if you really need the mobility, the cooldown of Q to go lower. If you're a bit confident or you're not that scared of the opponent, W will do more damage overall with your attack speed, etc. So this Vayne is probably quite confident, which is always good to see. Nice hook. Does miss. Never mind. Singed, by the way, getting a solo kill on Shen. You can see the farm. The Singed has been struggling, but just ended up getting a solo kill on him. Is running Ignite. And, yeah. So that ward, what does that tell you? You know, educationally, think about, what's going on. Why would they throw that ward there in clear vision? Well, it's sometimes likely that they'll try to push the lane up, and this is now a path for the enemy jungler to come. Good hook. Galio looking aggressive. Instant exhaust into nothing and split damage. They do good damage, but they do split their damage. Means they don't get a single kill, but they do get pressure. And obviously, as we've always mentioned, Vayne isn't exactly designed to win lane. She's a late game scaling champion. She's got true damage built in her kit that scales of attack speed. The more you attack, the more true damage you'll do, which obviously is great for late game. And Twitch, maybe AP Twitch isn't supposed to win lane either. But I would say it's supposed to probably do a bit better than a Vayne. So they're doing incredibly well, out-farming. And obviously Vayne has yet to get a kill, because Thresh has had both. But to be honest, the Vayne probably doesn't care that much. She's not expecting to win lane. She's not expecting to be ahead in farm. So right now, she's probably very happy just this is going good. So she's going to back. She obviously had a Noon quiver. She's not basing. So they've got enough confidence that they probably just want to... Ooh, bad hook. Level 6. Oh, lovely play by Thresh to block the E, so he can't get away. Ignite coming down from Galio. Will Twitch get a kill? Maybe. Yes, he does. He had to burn Flash, though. Does get a shutdown. So that's not bad for Twitch. But obviously, Vayne got herself her first kill also. So that's good for Vayne. Vayne should be careful. Do not want to give Twitch a little kill here. Just go back. Hopefully, the Kayn will cover the lane. Or, the Vayne, this is the point. The Vayne is being a bit greedy. Why? It's a cannon wave. Cannon waves are important. One, obviously, if you do get the cannon, unlike some of us, that I always miss them, but it's good gold. 70-odd gold you get for this cannon. That's always good. And cannons do give XP, obviously. So the Vayne as base, she is not getting this cannon wave. That will be a little bit of a blow to her. But because she's winning anyway, she probably doesn't matter that much. Okay, so the game itself, not looking too bad. Cassio, I spoke too soon. Cassio immobile mid laner, no movement, no dash or anything. So you're against an Annie Zac, as we've seen recently. I think a few days ago, we played into I think a Xerath game we had, and a Zac camped me mid. Usually the way of Zac, they pick a lane and camp the living hell out of it of an immobile champion. Cassio's an immobile mage. You land one Annie stun, and then Zac can freely jump on her. The Cassio's dead. And that seems to just be quite effective. Alright, so Twitch actually mispositioning a little bit there. Had to be careful. Nice W by Thresh with the Lantern. Does protect the Vayne, and the Vayne had a good trade. So that's always nice. And little trades, never underestimate. The Twitch has only got one more potion of sustain. Because he's obviously AP, not AD at the moment, he's not going to have much inbuilt lifesteal. Doran's Blade, although a little, is giving you a bit of lifesteal. It gives you 2.5% Omnivamp. Twitch has got Doran's, gives no Omnivamp. So, obviously, sustain also is an element that the Twitch does not have. Well, he could have the rune, I guess. Kayn trying to do the Rift Herald, gets Shen ulted, is going to go down. Bit of a questionable Rift Herald play when he didn't have much pressure anywhere. Another stun, and Cassio's dead. So the game is looking not great. The momentum is starting to swing for blue team. But obviously, scaling is a thing. Again, weird interaction. Oh, Thresh. Weird interaction that if Galio gets his E off, it does take priority over the Thresh hook. Twitch has ulted, and Vayne isn't looking too aggressive, so they're just accepting the damage and they're not looking too aggro. Condemned to get rid of him just to save the Thresh from any more damage. Hook for the Galio, and they're probably not going to actually take the fight. The Thresh is a bit too low health there. Who do I think is the best support for Vayne? Not including Lulu. So yes, if Lulu was to be included, probably Lulu, because she's arguably just the best support to play right now. I think Thresh is a decent one, because again, Thresh does give that positional pressure sometimes, which is always nice. But I don't know, Vayne can work with a lot of things. You know, you can sometimes have the balance. If you get like something can give lane pressure for a Vayne, it kind of, you know, makes Vayne be able to free farm. But any tank support that can protect the Vayne is also pretty good. You know, we all know the comp protect the cog more. Vayne is like that, but Vayne is less reliant on protection because she does have her own mobility. Kog'Maw needs protection because he has no mobility. But yeah, like a Leona would always work not bad with a Vayne. Anyway, Kayn goes over the wall and runs into the enemy bot lane instantly. Zac jumping. This could go well for red team if the Vayne gets positioning here. They were doing Dragon. Annie, though, has the stun and the chain CC. Again, not good at all for red team. Look at that. The Zac damage, dude. Boom, Vayne dead. Zac is crazy. This Zac has got Dark Seal. 9 stacks Dark Seal Zac. Riot, again, they did overbuff Zac because, you know, they do that all the time. They overbuff things that don't need to get buffed. And they gave Zac stupid damage on his W. And that's where this Zac is taking over the game. What about Janna? Yep, Janna for Vayne, very good. The E obviously helps towards making Vayne's damage better. It gives her not bad. A good Janna actually has a lot of lane pressure. And a Janna, like Thresh or like other supports, can help Vayne in terms of protecting the tornado. For example, can stop, you know, let's say a Zac jump. I'm pretty sure a tornado can stop that. It can stop engages. Obviously, the Janna ultimate can push people away. So yeah, Janna can work. Obviously, yes, Lulu is the best one, but Janna can also work. So the game itself is definitely on blue team's favor so far. Shen TPing mid lane. Zac going a little bit too nuts does die. That's good for Cassio getting a shutdown. Shen being a little bit crazy also with a TP. Flashes, not flash quick enough. Unfortunately, Thresh gets the kill. Singed going aggro. Is going to get it. Galio on the way. He ults literally on the same spot, which is kind of funny. Ignite gets that kill, which is always nice. So there you go. So a bit of a recovery for red team. And in the 1v1, Vayne should have advantage over the Twitch, I would say now. And by the way, the Twitch actually is doing AD Twitch. So he just started with ability power, Doran's, but he is going AD. So that is smart. I would say it might be questionable that, you know, because AP Twitch has been pretty nerfed, maybe it's not even worth to go Doran's Ring anymore. But who knows? Maybe it's worth doing. I'm not really sure. But as I mentioned earlier, sometimes the Doran Shield early sustain is just nice. But I don't know. We will see. So Twitch might go aggro here, but Thresh is on his way back. So if Twitch went aggro at the wrong time, he'd probably find himself dead. Rift Herald spawned bot lane because it was timing out, I presume. So he has to walk the whole way bot lane. Very likely that Zac is going to probably be bot lane to try and escort this to the tower. You don't want to waste it. So I would presume Zac is down there. Annie getting another solo kill on Cassio. Not even close. Annie's full health. And yes, there's the Zac. He is escorting it, as I mentioned. So Kayn is in the area. If they go for a tower dive, this could go bad for the enemy team. But they're likely not to do anything crazy. Zac is coming. W, if they engage at the right time or re-engage. Unfortunately, the hook misses. Tower just survives. But there we go. Rift Herald. Worth also noting 2 of the enemy team. Frostfire, Gauntlet, both of them. Pretty strong item. But yeah. I will say, I have heard some complaints about Singed. From Singed players. Not that he's bad, but Singed players have said that they feel a bit lost this season in the fact that Singed just doesn't have an obvious good build. So again, I'm not a Singed player, so I don't know whether that's true or false, but that's what I've heard. He just doesn't have an obvious good build to do. I guess like Riley, Leandries would be the obvious thing to go. And how's it going? Cookie Jaguar and Sir Darts, hope you're both doing well. But yeah, we're watching Vayne, one of the best Vayne players on EUS, this player. The game is not going good. It's about even right now. You know, look at the gold. The enemy team is slightly ahead. The kills are even, but the enemy team has the first dragon. So slight advantage to blue team. But let's just see how this kind of plays out. It's around a half an hour game, so we've still got about halfway of this commentary to go. But we'll see. Good question by Rez is, do you think Vayne is a good champion for solo queue when you cannot always count on a good support? So this seems to be quite a common thing of if you're an AD carry player or you're a support player, what do I play? You know, if I'm a support player and my AD carry is bad, what should I play? If I'm an AD carry player and I've got bad supports, what do I play? I actually think Vayne isn't actually bad as that type of champion, because Vayne is about solo plays. Like, you will see, like, yes, there is a thing called Vayne spotting, then Vaynes try to do something solo, they muck up, they die. But Vayne is a champion that if you play mechanically very, very well, you can outplay. You can position them really well. Her damage is nuts in late game. She can, like, 3-hit things in late game. You might even see it this game. So I would say yes, if you are confident as an individual player and you're like, dude, I don't get great support, I do think Vayne is good. The negative of not having a good support, I will say, is naturally a weaker lane phase. So this Thresh has been good this lane phase, and that's actually enabled Vayne to out-farm a Twitch in lane phase. If you've got a bad support, you might have to be a bit more passive, you might be behind in farm, you've got to respect the enemy a little bit more. But yeah, so that's what I would say, is Vayne is pretty good if you have self-confidence in that type of way. Galio invading, looking to the wall, probably just to flash over. He does, but Kane flash ults at the right time. Zac in the area, Annie at the area. Nice condemn. Can they chain CC? Oh, they do get stunned. The Annie Tibbers, Lantern, and that's always the nice thing with Lantern. Annie dies, who was quite strong. Enemy team re-engaging. Twitch gets Cassiopeia ultimate. Double kill for Cassio. Reminding everybody, Cassiopeia passive, which a lot of people forget. Another kill for Cassio. A lot of people forget Vayne's passive. Meanwhile, that's an ace. An official ace. Wow, that was a turn. Vayne's passive, ladies and gentlemen, is a chasing mechanic. Vayne ruthlessly hunts evildoers, gaining 30 movement speed when moving towards enemy champions. So a strong Vayne that is going after people is very hard to get away of, especially with her ultimate, which I believe also gives her 90 move speed as well. She's just insanely fast. She hunts people down. But there we go. And yes, the cleanse, I think it was pretty evident. The cleanse was worth its weight in gold in that fight. In the fact that she got stunned, could continue auto-attacking, kill the Annie, where if she was stunned for another second or two, maybe she would have died, even with heal or whatever. So that is the value of Cleanse, is to get out of the CC and start damaging straight away. Which, again, Cleanse is maybe the best thing to go on Vayne. I love heal. I've always said I love heal on AD carries, but Vayne, I would say, is maybe an exception that Cleanse is the thing to go. She's very low range, so you're going to get CC'd. It's inevitable. But yeah. And yeah, I love Vayne. I've always loved Vayne's design. Always. If I was to have the confidence to main AD carry, Vayne would be one of my top picks. I love the champion. I think her design's cool. Her kit just is so silky smooth. It works well together. To me, again, I don't need fancy champions. I want silky smooth, not overpowered kits that do require skill to pull off. Vayne. Vayne in a nutshell. So the enemy team, they're all fighting each other. It's a 1-for-1 trade. Galio for mid. Zac re-engaging. Nice W by Kane. Twitch is in the area as well. Singe pops ulti. He's going to get bursted. By the way, Proto Belt, Rocket Belt, I should say, for Singe, which that does seem a little bit weird for me. And this is maybe going to the point we said earlier that Singe are struggling with what to build. Because that does seem a bit weird to go Proto Belt. Oh, sorry, Rocket Belt. I don't know why they renamed that. Why would you rename... Again, Proto Belt was fine. But anyway, they do end up losing that trade a little bit. But Vayne went back. Kraken Slayer for Vayne with a Phantom Dancer. Kraken Slayer, insanely good synergy for Vayne. You're doubling up, really, on the W. So again, Vayne W, for those that don't know who may be new to the game, every third attack or ability against an enemy deals an additional 14% max health true damage. So armor and magic resist are not affected by its true damage every third attack. Then Kraken Slayer, every third attack, it's dealing an additional 108 true damage right now. So it's pure true damage that is just absolutely nuts when it comes to scaling. The thing that counters true damage naturally is health, but Vayne counters health because Vayne's W is doing 14% max health. So yes, naturally health is what counters true damage because armor and magic resist don't, but Vayne's true damage is doing percent of health. So that's why Vayne is literally the tank killer of League of Legends. She melts them with true damage, but then also kills their max health. Anyway, they were thinking about going top lane, but I don't think anything massively is on there. We don't know where Twitch is. He's probably stealthing somewhere. But they're just farming mid lane, you know, just farming mid, biding the time. There you go, Twitch's bot lane now against Cassio. By the way, with the Thresh roaming a little bit, the Vayne is level 12. Look at the XP in this game. The highest level is Singed at level 13, but Vayne is the same level as the enemy top, jungle, mid. Like, Vayne is right up there with XP. Anyway, Galio getting caught out does end up dead, and they might move on to kill the top tower, which is lovely. Good timing. Good kill for Vayne. Annie coming top lane. Can Thresh land the hook? Probably not. Annie, I guess, is aware that something is a little bit suspect. Cassio ends up dead, though, in bot lane. I think the Twitch and Shen might have gone for that. And a Baron play is being started. I'd say this is a little bit ballsy. I'm not sure about this one. Teleport is up here for the enemy team. Zac engaged too early. Annie gets caught out. Maybe the Baron play can work, but I would probably want the enemy jungler dead. Twitch is over here. Zac. Oh, bad engage for Zac. He's going to end up dead. He's in a one. Look at the... Oh my god, look at that damage. He nearly one-shot basically the Vayne. If that isn't evidence that this champion is just stupid in terms of damage, it's just silly. Why did Riot give Zac stupid damage? I'll never know. Wow, that damage was nuts. That was literally nuts. But they do survive, so it's overall a good play. I think the Baron was a little bit iffy, so not doing Baron, but they do end up with 2 kills, which is always good. Vayne BF Sword. Next item, I don't know. It could either be... It's probably a Bloodthirster. It's probably a Bloodthirster if I had a guess. Someone did tell me, I'm not 100% sure if it's true, but someone did say you can't, or GA, it could be a GA. Apparently someone has said you can't buy, or you shouldn't buy, a Infinity Edge with a Phantom Dancer. Apparently they may share a passive. I'm not sure if that's 100% true or not. I remember someone telling me it. Twitch over here. Remember, Vayne does gain movement speed if she was chasing somebody. But Twitch got a little bit too far away. Dragon is being done. Again, Tibbers from Annie. Oh, Zac steals it. That's unfortunate. And that's why you shouldn't do these weird dragons. Enemy team just gain an advantage. Cassio going to go down as well. And the advantage. This is a very back and forth, high rating kind of master, grandmaster level game. A lot of mistakes creeping in, which does show mistakes do happen at the highest level. The Cassio is 2 and 8. 2 and 8. That's pretty damn bad. Oh, apparently Ginsu and Infinity Edge also doesn't work because Ginsu cancels crit out or something. That's interesting. I definitely have seen Vaynes buy both of those items, though. Anyway. We'll see what it is. We'll see what it is. So right now, I think the Vayne is probably feeling quite confident. Yeah, it might be last season. Enemy team Baron. Let's see what can be done here. You got the enemy, sorry, the friendly Vayne and Thresh. They're not feeling it. They feel threatened. The enemy team is just backing out. That's probably a wise decision. That is probably a wise decision. Alright, so they might look for the tier 1 mid. Always good to get. Tier 1 mid, just to say, is it the best tower? Maybe. Tier 1 mid kind of opens up the map the most. If you get this, it doesn't open up the map much. It opens up this area. You can still go over here, for example. But this tower enables you to cross over. It just gives you a lot more freedom when you get that tower. It denies vision of mid the most, which is pretty good. Anyway, oh, there we go. So the answer is GA. So I don't think that's a bad thing. GA is naturally a good item for what we call all-in champions. They're usually all-in melee champions. So a Rengar loves GA. A Kane loves GA. Because it is inevitable that you have to go in melee range, and it's a lot of the time inevitable you're going to die because you have to go all in. Yes, Vayne is not melee, but we've touched on it a couple times this game. She is low range. Twitch on a killing spree, 1v1's the Cassio with the Shen again. So the Cassio's doing a split push playstyle that just isn't working this game. They get a nice pick on the Annie, and that now might open up Baron again, possibly, because they've used Shen ultimate in that play to kill Cassio. You know, Twitch's bot lane, so again, the Baron is going to be attempted. But yeah, so Vayne, low range champion. Galio looking aggressive on the Vayne, that is questionable. They're engaging, but reminding, Thresh's got GA, so even if they got this kill, Vayne was going to revive anyway. But now the Vayne doesn't get bursted. She's tankier than you think. And you're both dead. Boom. You get now the Baron. Little tip for Vayne players. If you ever see a Vayne on Baron, why is she tumbling in a wall? So it's actually the best way to get the most attack speed when you're doing an objective, or anything for that matter technically. When you Q, your next auto attack can only happen when your animation of tumble is complete. If you use the tumble against a wall, there's no travel time because you're bumping into a wall. Therefore, your tumble actually finishes quicker. Therefore, you can auto-attack quicker. So it's an actual mechanic for Vayne players to auto-attack quicker. Bump yourself into a wall with the Q, and you actually get more DPS, more damage per second. If the Annie or Galio was fed, for example, what would be a better... what would be better than GA? GA is probably the best thing to go as your third item on Vayne. You know, naturally, you are a low-range AD carry that is very risky. You're a magnet champion. I like to call some champions magnet champions. Good flash, you know, getting rid of the engage. Nice hook. That's actually quite surprising, that hit. Twitch trying to do his best into the flay. Crit from Vayne, it looked like. Gets the kill from the Phantom Dancer crit, I guess. And that's a dead Twitch. Flash. Whoa! Max range flash. Here he goes. He's flying. Vayne with the big damage is going to end up getting a lot of kills. Zac trying to do the hero play. Doesn't have the damage and eventually will go down from the Annie. She's waiting. She's going to Tibbers. Misses the Tibber stun on the Vayne. Unfortunately, the Vayne didn't know there was a Zac on top of her and she ends up dead. Can Kane get this kill? Probably not. And by the way, it does seem maybe the Cassio is tilted or something. The Cassio is not grouping. She is 2 and 9. This Cass is just not involved. Luckily for her, she's got a pretty good team, because otherwise this would be pretty bad. And they do end up breaking up the base. And Cassio, I don't know. I don't think she's going to get this tower. If she's tilted or whatever, she might continue pushing. She is continue pushing. And she's going to lantern away. Again, this Thresh, I would say, even though this Vayne is good, I would personally give MVP to the Thresh this game. He has played insanely well. Insanely well. So build for the Vayne. Another BF sword. Not sure what it's going to be. Bloodthirster now, maybe. Oh, no. I think it's an Infinity Edge. I think she is actually buying an Infinity Edge. Pickaxe. So the only thing I think, again, it's hard to remember all the builds in League of Legends nowadays. But Infinity Edge, Pickaxe, crit item, right? That's still Infinity Edge, I think. It might have changed. I don't know. Dragon has spawned. The enemy team looking for the steal. Remember, the Zac stole the last dragon. But here we go. Engage is happening. Enemy team is a little bit split up. Zac does get it, unfortunately. Even though, obviously, Kane is 2 levels above. This is an example of reminding everybody they have neutralized any level advantage when it comes to smite nowadays. The Singed has completely countered the Shen. So for those that don't know, if Singed W's the Shen and he presses R, the Shen cannot teleport. He is grounded. He will put his ultimate on somebody. They'll only get the shield. He will not teleport to them. That is a grounding ability. And that might be the game, or it's going to be close. 10-2-6 Vayne. Really good game. Good play, obviously, by the red team bot lane. And, you know, well done to red team for carrying this Cassio, because obviously she tilted a little bit, side laning, dying a lot. But overall, not a bad game. Again, I love Vayne. One of my favorite champions, arguably in the game, maybe. But there we go. Really fun. That was one of the best Vayne players on the US, and I can probably say, yep, she was pretty damn good. But anyway, that's going to be it. If you guys did enjoy this high rating spectate, please do throw a like on it. Obviously, arguably, it's my most educational content. I am going to do a new series of the Champions Climb soon with a different champion, that we go from like bronze to challenger, watching the same champion to see the improvements level per level. I haven't decided what champion we're going to do, but we'll do one of those series soon. But anyway, that's going to be it. If you guys enjoy, throw a like on it, throw a subscribe, comment down below. See you guys next time. Peace.